Yo, what up? Welcome back. Third map here. It is Overpass, of course, between forZe and Spirit Academy. They have both managed to take their own map picks. And it was forZe with a pretty one-sided affair over on Inferno, showing them who's boss. A hard-fought battle for Spirit to win Nuke. And I suppose, indeed, their unbeaten streak continues. They are the Nuke merchants at the moment, but forZe did bring it close. forZe had a chance at one point to take it. We'll see now how Overpass looked for them. Baz getting aggressive, will lose his life. Donk can't trade. And another great pistol coming in from forZe.
Oh, mate, I'm worried. It was a 16-3. Map number 2, it was over in a jiffy. And this one might be more of the same. They're going to get absolutely blown out in the pistol, and they will. It's a flawless pistol coming through. forZe, not even tested. Simple, easy, may I say, Counter-Strike from them. And, well, just like that, in a matter of moments, forZe continue what has been a pretty dominant hot streak for them. Spirit Academy, they are really kind of starting to get to the point of being in trouble. Things were looking so good. Nuke was actually some really solid Counter-Strike from them. The individuals were super solid, and it's all fallen south. It seems like we have a tech issue, so hopefully it's only a brief one. We did have one towards the last stage of that map too, so apologies for that again. Of course, apologies for this one. Hopefully we'll get back in towards the game as soon as possible, but not a bad start for forZe at all.
Yeah, really dominant pistol coming in and a fantastic kickoff for them, of course. It looks like we're going to have an extended timeout here, unfortunately, folks. So, yeah, sorry about that. Not much we can do. We are going to take a break here before we get back into the action. So stick with us. We'll be back briefly. And we're back. I did say it would be brief. The hood will be sorted in just a moment, of course, when things go into the next round. But yes, indeed, a brief time out there. A little bit of a shame. It does take some of the speed out of forZe, I suppose. It's going to be an eco round coming through from the side of Spirit Academy, trying to get the early rifles into play. They've got the cheeky stack out towards mid-flash comes in. Well read. Oh, and Crad for 4. Easy stuff. Great spray control coming through from him, and that will be another round for forZe.
Hey, not bad, to be fair. It's very common to kind of go 1-for-1 in that sort of position just because you've got so many people shooting at you. So actually to walk away with 4, not bad. Not bad at all. But of course, that was a complete throwaway round. Spirit Academy now in towards a full buy of their own. And as we always like to say, a must convert. Because we know how good, forZe are at starting strong in towards these maps. He started strong in towards Nuke. Didn't go too well. Started strong in towards our previous map of Inferno. And that went very well. They cannot allow forZe to get running in towards the motions again, or things get very shaky.
Yeah, so we'll see here with an aggressive stance being taken. Going straight in, sending it in the third round. It is a really important one that they managed to pick this up and put the fear of God into forZe and just prove to themselves again that they can win rounds. You know, there was quite a long time there where they really couldn't get it done. Boost up will come in. Shalfie goes down early on, so a nice start for Spirit Academy.
Already. What's the call for forZe, right? Numbers disadvantage. Things aren't looking all too confident for them. How are they going to make this one work? Towards long, one spotted. Donk will just tuck his head back in. There's double stack here in towards long bathroom. Needs to get messy though. Jerry's close, but Donk will find the kill.
Trade round, but not ready for the second member here. Easy finish for artFrost, and indeed we'll see another frag come through for the forZe side of things, but it's easily traded out. Looking very good indeed as Spirit Academy are much more activated here, getting some aggression in, getting some early pickups coming through, and really, really solid stuff, to say the least. Just going to be Crad remaining. 3 to find and a bomb to retrieve as well. Opens the door on towards Baz, who wins out the fight. And a clean round for Spirit coming in, nice and quick.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. So right back, of course. The buy to come through for forZe is a standard. Crad will struggle a little bit. But aside from that, it actually should be okay. They should have AKs back out, no issues. Crad actually will have to just go in towards a pistol. Nothing he can really do. He might even just be kind of the mule of utility. Have as much as he can. And we have P50 half armor for him. Spirit Academy, good opportunity. Great start as well. Standard to force buy in towards the second round. I'm not a huge fan of personally on the CT side, and thankfully they don't do it. Teammates coming in as well, and they take a big chunk. Crad, Result, Slaughter, already a lot of damage.
Donk. Just get caught taking an aggressive stance there around the corner. They were just playing contact on the forward side of things. Going to go rushing in towards the A-bomb site. Shalfie with a lurk play. Finds his frag. Looking good for forZe on the response. Result is a little unsure of the angles and will get taken down. One plank comes in. No utility here for the T side to keep things at bay. Baz is late to the party. What is the move? How do they find the frags back in? Softic playing in and around the smoke, trying to catch someone on the edge of it, but there's nobody presenting quite yet. However, as soon as the fight comes in, he ends up losing it. Just down to Baz and artFrost. artFrost, while blind, does get one. Needed more than that, of course. And Baz perhaps just going to save this one as forZe have answered back well.
Yeah, nicely done as well. Really, really solid stuff. It's one of those situations where for forZe, the buy is still conclusive. Just the question marks arise with the likes of what impact can Crad have and gets his kill. And of course, in doing so, only one staying alive over towards Spirit Academy. Just bars on them for. He's going to look and just poke around, see if anyone's lurking. Won't be the case. So, forZe, not a bad start. 3-1 being the scoreline for them. And a similar situation with a Spirit Academy. They do not have too much to work with in terms of set investments. Just M4 in the hands of Baz. artFrost could buy in towards an AWP, and actually, yeah, I'll do exactly that. What do they have around it? Softic, may I say, Donk, Zontix, all in a bit of an uncomfortable position where buying for them is going to be easier said than done.
Yeah, a bit of a weird one. Pause coming in here, maybe to indeed talk over that fact. artFrost loves going in for the AWP, and seems like a decision that gets made a little too early at times. Really going to give forZe a great chance back into this. The AWP needs to pop off, and doesn't have an awful lot of support to do so. Just to deagle around it. Of course, you know, Baz took the M4 into this one as well, so hopefully they get those weapons together and get them working in tandem. artFrost going to go for an aggressive peek, but nobody giving him anything. Flash comes around to get him off the angle. forZe with a nice start. It's a small thing, but they know what's up.
Swing going in. Great supporting util from Zorta. We restart, in fact, to confirm the kill. Going for the boost too. Looking for info over towards that site. Right now, no one really showing. They'll be giving all of this for free. Over towards this B site. It's barren, right? It's Spirit Academy. You're sort of happy to continue to pod through in towards mid. They go 1 for 1. But forZe are absolutely happy with that result.
Yeah, they'll take it. It's obviously the scary weapon dropped into the round. Zontix does retrieve it, but he's on the opposite side of the map now. artFrost going to be the first line of defense. Does manage to find a frag. Back into a 3-on-3. It hangs in the balance ever so slightly. That M4 is absolutely miles away from the action. There's going to be a hold on the flank from Jerry as well, so They are savvy to the fact, and it might just be another save angle coming in. I think that is indeed the call, as the AWP is making it out of there. Donk can retrieve himself a weapon as well, so... Not a terrible result for Spirit, but forZe keeping the rounds rolling.
That's the main thing. That is the main thing. 3 versus 3 right now, and of course, there's just no owners for Spirit Academy to even test this. Play exits. Not a bad position at all. Oh, the jiggle. Jerry actually trying to fall away. Does get caught. Oh, just like that, of course. It will mean a 4th round on the board of forZe, but at the very least, it was made somewhat expensive. Nade will come through. Won't do any more damage on the way out. The big thing is, though, we are seeing this forZe start to put up a bit of a clinic. TSAD Overpass can be a bit of a cruel mistress. And right now, they're actually looking pretty comfortable. Running through the motions, simple CS, fundamental Counter-Strike. But, hey, working well.
Yeah. Not having to go too deep into the strat book to really impress here. And I think so far that is a great sign. forZe will look to continue the trend. There is another buy to come back from Spirit Academy. We saw them find success with their early buy, but just could not keep it coming. forZe T side of Overpass, it's so difficult to get things going. So if they can, you know, move up to 5 or 6 rounds early on, I think they're in a very good spot to start threatening the half itself, to be honest with you.
Yeah, let's see. Another big round, of course. CT side need to find some form here. Love the double stack coming through. Overpass and Donk playing together. Resalt, he might be in trouble. He pokes his head around the corner. That AWP is going to pick him off easily, and there won't be an ability to trade.
Is there anyone coming around the corner, though, is the key question, of course. I'm not so sure at this point as to whether the forZe side of things are ready or not. Oh, here he comes, Resalt. An aggressive stance coming through, and Donk's got his man covered as well. Great little setup coming in from Spirit Academy to just find themselves the advantage.
3 remaining. Over towards B. Jerry going to try and get out in front of the smoke and actually opts against it. Now he will. Takes the plunge in towards the B side. Looking to try and find a head, but Zontix will see him off. Shelfie and Zorta all alone now. This one, I think it's safe to say, is done. Time is of the essence. Yeah, I think it might be all she wrote here.
Yeah, looks to be a save move. Spirit Academy answering back pretty effectively into a key round, and really solid stuff as everybody sort of chimes in. You know, everyone that can as a fight comes up. Like I say, it was a great setup over on A, and forZe just walked straight into it. There was no real chance for Spirit Academy to get the better of them. And they will come away not losing a single player. Really solid stuff as they look to continue the trend and close the gap.
That's it. That's exactly it. Well, now, for Spirit Academy, we need more. We need that consistency coming out. It's definitely been a thing, like we said, the entire, well, last map and a bit now, of easier said than done. Not since Nuke that we've really seen anything of a shining light from them. They're already looking way more competitive here. forZe, though, still got the lead, and it still is the TSAD of Overpass. And, of course, still got some sort of a strung together buy. Double AK. Tech 9, Deeg, and an AWP. And I think Shelfie would have just heard the drop in towards wards there, surely.
Seems that way. Very slow here from forZe as they are just taking it back to what they know, of course, the CIS classic style. It is exactly what forZe like to play and just keep things simple. We've seen them playing fundamental Counter-Strike, rely on the individuals to open up the bomb sites, give it good time. Flash comes round. Towards short. We've got our guy Jerry ahead of the smoke here. Flash going to come in for him as well. Baz is ready with a smoke to go down to make life a bit awkward for forZe as just taking a passive stance over on that B side, maybe expecting the rush to come in. Great contact Flash, however, nobody able to find a frag just yet. There's so many bodies in towards this B bomb site. One comes through for Baz and a second. He's now got support as well to work with. Not a single frag as yet. As soon as I mention it, of course, Shelfie will break the silence, but a very one-sided affair once again for the Spirit Academy.
Yeah, Crowd jumping down with the bomb rather than going for the plant. I don't know why that decision was made. And of course, in doing so, It means they get nothing out of this round, not even money from the plant itself. That at least would have been a little bit of a silver lining. I don't know why Crad doesn't get the plant down and then decides to fly down in towards the water on site. Yeah, I don't know. Very interesting to me. I don't know why he's gone for that sort of choice. I would have even preferred if he just got the bomb down and then nothing else came of the round. At the very least, it just would have given them some extra cash in the pockets. But hey, here's what it is. Spirit Academy not going to complain at all. Up to a third round for them. Need to come through. And it's a quintuple stack over towards outside monster. forZe just going to wait. It's going to be a late pot B. It's got it written all over it here.
Yeah.
And at the moment, not being given any information to go off. Baz is holding the smoke. The second he has a sound key, he'll drop it. Yeah, forZe.
He's been loving this smoke. He's used it quite a few rounds in a row, to be fair to him. So we'll see. forZe just hoping that someone goes digging towards the short angle and gives them a way into the round. But obviously nothing's really coming. Spirit are just resting on their heels, playing nice and safe as they have been the past few rounds.
Yeah. I don't think Spirit needs to do anything too audacious here. They're more than happy to hold them wait. So, let's see. Very, very slow. Very quiet right now. Nothing being given up. forZe going to double back over towards that site. And Donk will be the first to fight, probably. In and around waiting for someone to show. Here's all the info he needs. Finds the first. That's the bomb. And surely now, getting to a point of this round, finding nothing in it. He will get one more before he falls. Shelfie will trade him off. That's an AK scooped up. It's very messy.
Yeah, just kills all over the place, really. You know, just going around, brute forcing their way through. I think they'll be happy to come away with one kill, to be honest. You know, it's a return on the P250 investment, I suppose. Means you are net zero on the round. Either way, nothing coming out of it as to be expected. Spirit at the moment looking pretty comfortable. These rounds are coming in nice and easy for them, and a couple of dominating rifle rounds as well is really, really worrying stuff. forZe know that. I would imagine this is their time out to talk things over and work their way through a very important round coming up.
Yeah, pause. Opportunity to have a little conversation and have a talk. Jerry needs to rally the troops once again. Result has been super important to success for this side of forZe. And he's been actually a little bit quiet last few rounds. Not actually seen all too much from him. Let's take a look and see. Full bite out. Again, Zorta. I'm assuming in towards the AK in just a second. Of course, there's no money for the AWP unless there's one drop somewhere. But no, yeah, we'll just be in towards that of the AK himself. So there's bits to work with here and there. It's not exactly the fullish buy with the big green to contest that are Art Frost, but they'll take what they can get. Rifles on deck. So let's see. We need more out of forZe.
Going through the early motions of getting that utility down, but again, Spirit Academy playing relatively safe. Baz is going for a small prod and poke, but no real crazy aggression coming in from the Spirit Academy side of things. And, well, do you have to be wary here? Baz's position going to be known. Not looking to get caught off at Zontix with the double spray down. Good timing from him. However, they have left the B bomb site somewhat vulnerable. A push comes round from the players towards the site. They find the trade frag. They're still a man down, but they've got good control here to work with and should have a nice chance to get the bomb down. Team kill comes in from Donk. Uh-oh. Suddenly gets very, very difficult now as just spamming away, I suppose, Donk was, and didn't quite know where he was looking. Zorti gets the bomb in, but it costs him almost all of his HP. Jerry, advanced position. This is a great spot to be in. They are somewhat weary of the fact, but he still wins the fight anyway. Just down to 2 now. Art Frost being one of them with the orb, trained in on towards Jerry. He's just trying to bait the shot out, but it's not happening for him. Shalfie lurks around effectively, and the shot missed by Art Frost means he gets taken down in the back easily enough. Advantage for forZe. They retake their lead.
Yeah, and also there's one of those things where there's actually nothing really Art Frost could have done there. The only option that would have been positive is actually just to fall away. He was not going to be able to find that kill. You can't wallbang that thing properly either. So, hey, you hate to see it. Spirit Academy back to a bit of an uncomfortable one. A conversation for them, though. Back in towards an X, of course. No problems reinvesting. That is the main thing. Yeah, forZe's pretty happy just to keep putting sporadic rounds here and there on the T side and put up a fairly decent old repertoire. Not a bad start, Zorta either.
Yeah, big pickup coming in. The flash round the corner from Sotfik was ineffective. Cost them massively. Going to try and push through Monster Smoke here. We'll get the catch onto Shalfie. That's a pretty big deal. Salt looking for a drop, and he gets it. So they'll regain their man advantage, and they will really leave the Spirit Academy weak.
And Augur's a little bit quiet off the back of it too, right? Minute 10 to work with. Result, he had an idea, an inkling to poke it around the corner to find Sotfik. And ups against it. Sotfik's going to reclaim a lot of space here. He can actually wrap in behind, in towards short water, and then things go up in the air. Ships in the night, they're in front of each other there. No, there's the first. Baz and Zontics one apiece. Zontics adding yet another, and there we go. The round is completely flipped.
Resalt was the lurking presence looking to solidify the site from short, but his teammates never made it in. And he's denied away by Zontix. A massive ace coming in from Zontix there to keep the game competitive and to allow Spirit Academy to prove to themselves they really can bring it to forZe here. It's not going to be another one-sided affair. Massive round. And they continue to shut forZe down.
We are all tied square. Yeah, that's huge. That is massive. And it's had some further implications over towards forZe too, where it once again just ruins their economy. Once again leaves them in such a rough space. Just a few pistols to work with Double D, Tech 9, P250. And Artfrost, an easy opener for him. Crowd to fall. Nothing he could do there.
Lovely stuff. Great to see the aggression coming in. It's something that Spirit have kind of shied away from in a lot of these rounds, going for aggressive pushes, but not in this one. They are looking to take this one to town and make sure that they gain the lead and put themselves up a decent half. And finding some of that confidence for Artfrost is a really, really big deal, as I think he was a little quieter on some of the earlier maps for sure.
Donk reclaiming some space. In for a big fight here. Just going to play close himself. Waiting for info to work with. Bomb around the corner. Second as well. Bomb drop. Quick trade from Zorta. And he actually will make something of this. Hang on a second. Reese can get the bomb down.
Oh,
he's going to rotate the long way.
I don't think he quite knows, what's up. I think he might think that there's a flank coming in looking at this. So if he went back the quick way, he's thinking he gets cut off from behind. But going this way, it's like, oh, I'm going to get the drop on the guy that's towards short. But obviously, we know that there's no one there. So he's going to pick up the bomb. He's going to head back towards B. They've split up, which I'm a big fan of. He gets that smoke down, it gives his position away, and now Mr. Baz is going to know exactly where he's coming from, and indeed just gets the drop on him as Resalt thought it was completely open, not going to be the case. So Spirit going for something that, by the textbook, you don't usually do, right? You want to stay together in a 2vx, especially. You kind of stay together so you can trade off of each other. But they decide to split up, get the drop on him, and it works perfectly. He had no idea.
No, exactly. Well, lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. 12th round underway. forZe can tie this game right back up. Zorta in towards the AWP is a big one for him. He can challenge Artfrost. He can limit the amount of pressure this guy has been putting on. So far, it's looking like Dong will take a lot of mid-control alone. Want to take these fights. We know mechanically he's very talented. He actually will be caught by the second team flash there. Thankfully, no one was there to punish him. And speaking of punishing, Artfrost gets tagged.
Flash comes around. Great contact flash for forZe to work with here. And Jerry leading the charge. Will open up cleanly. He does get traded out, but his boys are here to make sure things look good for forZe. Still got Baz to deal with on the site itself, though. And a difficult one to get through as he is hidden away in and around these smokes. They have no idea where he's really playing from. Molotov goes down. He's going to stick around the pillar. Goes for a peek round. Spots that there's no one really hanging about. So they have managed to bolster the defense on towards this B bomb site despite being a man down. And Baz is going in deep. Can't get it done though. Zorte on the AWP. Too strong. It's just Art Frost. And he really does not have any way in. There's already the lurk set up from Resalt to take him down as well. So looking very good here for forZe.
Oh, Frost holding the question, of course, of can he keep it alive in towards the next. There's a lot of time he has to burn down here. That's the thing that makes it uncomfortable. So much time he has to chip away. Will find himself once. I don't know exactly where he is. Do forZe do anything about this? Do they want to go hunting? It's looking like the answer actually we know. I mean, long-term economy-wise, theirs isn't actually all too strong. So I mind the call. Right now, forZe tied this game right back up. And actually, while on paper, this is obviously, you know, an even scoreline, it's just the fact that this is the T side forZe doing this on. The T side of Overpass is notoriously very difficult. And forZe are actually still playing some pretty clean Counter-Strike here. And doing enough in my eyes to remain kind of the favorites, at least right now.
Yeah, I'd say so. You know, a back and forth nature on the T side as well, right? Overpass T side at the moment is really, really hard to get going. So, although it looks close scoreline wise, you have to think about the bigger picture. And 6 rounds already is a lot for forZe to work with. We saw just how strong their CT side was as well. So, it is a pretty scary prospect for Spirit if they can't come away with an advantage at the very least. You know, they'd be looking more for a 9-6, I think they'd probably want to aim for, but forZe are obviously making that less and less likely as they continue to rack up the rounds.
That's it. So, over towards the CT side, Baz into just an MP9, no util for him, and util generally pretty limited. Over towards Spirit. forZe are happy to slow down the tempo as well on the T side. We know this is part and parcel of Jerry's calling style. Is to kind of force them to bait a lot of the util. Donk, what a swing, what a find. Shalfie gets domed.
Resalt, creeping in. Big frag. That's a lot of control, a lot of fast control. Really going to make them panic on the A side of things as well. Donk looking for the trade out here, but the opportunity does not present itself. Sotfik is ready on the site. Getting into the mix-up. Going to get sideswiped out by Resalt, though. Maybe he thought, you know, was in a fight. Maybe sticking around to try and find Donk. But Resalt with some great repositions, he will eventually lose his life. So it's back down to a 3 versus 3. Completely out of their realms of possibility at this point, but certainly going to be a tough one. There is that open action, of course, from Zorte. Donk takes him down. 3k for Donk so far, leaving it down to just Crad and Jerry. 2 of the quieter members for forZe. Hoping to hold the line and regain the lead for that T side of things. Crad creeping round, can't win his fight. Donk just ain't missing right now, and it's all on to Jerry, the in-game leader. Can he deny the ace away at the very least? Yes, he can. It's a tap onto the bomb. He gets the nade in. He's so panicked, and they will get the better of him. However, it is awfully close. Thankfully, they've got the kit. And it is the lead going the way of Spirit Academy.
Yeah, definitely fine margins there. Most definitely. But yeah, once again, round for round, very back and forth Counter-Strike being played here. But like we said, I don't think forZe are going to be all too worried about it. 6 rounds to them. Even if it ends in a 9-6, I don't think actually forZe will be too shaken up by this sort of scoreline on the C side. Not actually too shabby. We said as well, this is a map in which forZe play a lot of. 26 times in the last 3 months, so that itself is speaking volumes. Frost on the corner. Flashed off. Rito trying to get it in his face as well, trying to force the AWP away, and I'll do exactly that. Pretty successfully making Frost feel a bit uncomfortable.
Lovely stuff. Another opener comes through for the AWPer as he has been selective with his peaks, not doing it every single round as you see some AWPers go for, but certainly curious in terms of his setup. Big man Donk out towards long here. Has had a great round in the previous, looking to continue that trend as they will boost up and slowly edge around the corner on the T side of things, hoping to find a head, but nothing presenting itself. Donk goes in at the perfect moment, because of course he does. Can he get any more here? Might just get away with it. Shalfie gets the better of him, but the round is all but secure. Artfos finds another to make sure that it is.
Mechanically, this kid is just something different. Shalfie can't replicate Baz or see him off. And he upgrades that FAMAS to an AK-47. Final round of the half. Spirit have locked themselves into, at the very least, a lead. It's the case of can they extend it to a 3-round buffer and a bit of breathing room before heading towards that second half. I think right now, I actually don't think Spirit will feel all too bad about it. They claw back what was a very scrappy game and not actually looking too favorable for them. You know, a lot more, well, in their stride, taking each and every round as it comes. Really get some of those individuals online. Dante, Stonk, Artfrost, all double-digit kills for them. No surprises at all. And unfortunately for forZe, the buy is brutal too.
Yeah, not looking too good. They're going to try and take it quick. We've actually not seen too many rushes out from them, so it might be something that Spirit Academy are not quite ready for, he says, as a perfect flash comes round for Donk, continuing to frag out. It will trade off of him, and it will leave Zorte the only one against 4. Not a chance, not going to happen. 9-6 at the turn of the half. There's that lead that I was talking about that Spirit will need. Hopefully they can get it done, but we'll see. We've got a game on our hands. Catch you after the break.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Welcome back. Half number 2 getting underway here. Spirit coming away with a slim advantage. It will all be nullified by the pistol. Unless they can get the pistol themselves, then that would really blow open this map. Moving on to the harder T side now, though. forZe surely going to put up that brick wall on the CT end.
That's what you'd expect, right? I feel like 6 rounds on TSAD Overpass actually isn't all too bad. I don't think it's anything to be too worried about. He's going to come through as well. Taking the fight, Jerry's just so confident. Same can be said for Assault. And Jerry will double down. Quick trades coming through, and already Spirit Academy down to just the 2.
Their players so far back as well. They have to regain all this ground. They were banking on that short push to go successfully, and it just did not happen for them at all. Nice find from Donk as he continues his run of form from the tail end of that first half. So they do have to be respectful of a scary member of Spirit Academy, but for the time being, this remaining twosome are just playing things slow, trying to find a way back into the game itself.
Well, let's see. It's doable. It'd be tough, but it is still most definitely doable. Shelfie holding, right? We're waiting for someone to jump across Monster. All goes very quiet. They're creeping through. Spotted, and Shelfie easily drops the bomb. He spotted the last, and he actually doesn't need to take the fight at all.
Julie's come round. Donk will manage to find the double here. Okay, he's opened the round up. And then a pistol, it only really takes one shot. He can't make it away towards the A side of things. Just clearing a few angles. Going to go for an open plant. Will be spotted in the end by Crad as he slowly makes his way out from heaven. He was banking on that not being the position he was coming from, hoping that maybe, you know, he was on some kind of a flank. Either way, it is forZe bailed out in the end by Crad. That was a close one.
I think in his eyes, he assumed the rotate was going through Monster, right? With that sort of the smoke towards his right-hand side, the pillar behind him. I think for me, if I'm him, I'm going, you know, a couple inches forward and just getting that plot behind the sandbags. And then worst case scenario, if they are heaven, you don't have that sort of situation. Granted, he would have been stuck there in the post plant, so that would have been very difficult. But, yeah, either way. forZe, answer back. Then we talk about that brick wall. There it is, to kickstart things. Now, of course, money for both sides still work with M4s on deck for forZe on that CT side. Spirit Academy, a couple of AKs, a little scouts and a Mac 10 to round off the troop there. Now, let's see. This is a big swing round as well, right? Find this and you can just lock yourself in.
Yeah. Get that CT momentum started, you know. Can be hard to get off the ground, but they've done a decent job of it so far. They're also very, very ready for any kind of a force buy, everyone on the M4s. So just looking to take the heads-up fights, really. Donk going to lead the charge with the AK. Ooh. My God, this guy is crisp.
He's talented, man. My God, he's talented. At the moment as well, forZe, they're going to answer right back. Jerry just gets aggro. One of his own. Of course, in doing so, now things do get a little bit spicy, but Bar's other ideas. Crowder overextends and gets caught.
Not good. Shelfie, meanwhile, swings out, does manage to find one. A bomb site somewhat under jeopardy. But we'll see. Resalt is here pretty quickly. Finds a kill on towards Baz, so making things a bit more comfortable for the forZe side. The smokes will come round, keeping these players at bay. What a frag coming through from Artfrost. Jerry has crept out on the other side of the smoke, catches him trying to get away. Going to go for the hold on to the bomb here as well. It's just Sotfik. He's picked up an AK, spots out Jerry, and will take him down. The balls of steel 10-second hold does not work out. Spirit Academy come away with the force buy.
That's it. Oh, they get on this side of shaky, for sure, but Spirit Academy now up to double digits. First side to hit it. Which has a huge swing round. Win that, and you really set yourself in towards a strong position. And let's be honest, it all comes from that strong start. Donk, man, this guy is a monster, continuously giving opportunities to Spirit Academy. Can he keep up this level? Right now, 21 and 13. He is just an absolute animal. And forZe, unfortunately, they don't have anything to answer back in terms of the investment. Just pistols for them. But it's going to be a force buy. That's the thing that is potentially kind of questionable.
You just got to go for it, to be honest. You know, your economy's so wrecked. There's just really not much of a choice. It gets weird. We talk about this sometimes, the theory craft. Maybe you just go for deagles and then deagles again and don't full spend, because you'll see it makes the buy into the next round pretty weak. So yeah, time going to tell on this one, but you would imagine that Spirit Academy should come away with another round here and start to solidify their lead pretty solidly. Really, really good force buy coming in from them all the way down to the wire, but they'll be happy to have gotten it no matter how it comes. So yeah, we'll see on this one. Donk leading the charge again on the entries, feeling confident. Rightfully so. Flash comes around, ineffective against him. They will find one behind him, but Donk continues to stay alive, continues to frag out. Shalfie good on the 5-7 for a couple, but the trades are there. And it will be that 11th round for Spirit Academy.
They're pulling away. They're getting further and further away now. Things are not looking all that comfortable over towards other fours. Granted. Low buys. We expect this. That was a potentially questionable force coming in. But realistically, it's also one of those things of what else going to do. They're actually always going to be in towards a double eco anyway, so you kind of may as well give it a shot and see if you can make that one stick. Doesn't work, so Shalfie, the only deagle brought up in towards this one. Aside from that, for Spirit Academy, it should be a pretty comfortable 12 put on the board. The triple stack coming through, in fact. Hello. Is it being held? No. I don't think it's going to fall away, which actually is the good decision. It means there's no AKs dropped into towards short water.
Artfrost digging with the Mac 10. Going to spot that there's no one around in a few seconds as he keeps pushing forwards. That stack, of course, on the B-bomb side. Not going to see any action, so unlucky for forZe. Seems to be quite the trend in this series. We saw quite a few stacks on Inferno in particular and just, you know, no one moving towards them, so... Yeah, a little jokey over there for the... Spirit Academy side of things. Zontix holding behind. If they can group up, they might be able to overwhelm him. That's what they're going to look for. Spray control. Not quite there to find all of them. All the same, should be... Well, it will be the round going the way of Spirit as they get that bomb down. No funny business here.
Shalfie and the AK. Just going to tuck his head over towards that car. Hey, at the very least, they'll take a little silver lining on the AK to work with. Of course, something they can't invest into themselves. But yeah, definitely not exactly the best position to be in. This next buy round coming through, forZe, it has to work. If it doesn't, they've got essentially, what, one Hail Mary buy left to try and alleviate some of the pressure, and that's asking just so much. It all comes down to essentially this next full buy for me. If this one falls flat, they dropped into another eco again, and then we're already into the realms of Spirit Academy starting to really close down and being in and around that all-elusive 16. Definitely not the most comfortable position to be in. Technically speaking, things continue on this trend. forZe have only got 2 more full buys after this one left in the pocket, and that's if they're playing for OT. So yeah, horrible position to be in. And a must-win round. TSAD of Spirit Academy looking mighty fine right about now.
Crad. Forced in, flash comes round, he does get traded instantly, so we'll see whether that's an advantageous move. Jerry caught off by Zontix around the smoke, big kill, gives Spirit the lead, and this is now starting to look very, very worrying indeed for the forZe side of things. A massive round that they needed to be getting on the board. Spirit on the way to the upset, you know, especially on this map. It looked like forZe again would have a shoe-in, to be honest with you, with such a solid and comfortable map for them, but Spirit Academy have really brought it to them so far, and looks set to continue. Shalfie tries to boost up, but no effect.
Speaking of boost, TSAdonkgod gets the dink as well. Zolta, very fortunate to stay alive. That must have been a dink through the wall. But into a level playing field, 3 versus 3. Smoke will come down. The holding rotations coming through. Resol pushes through as well as Shalfie. Now they found a killer piece, and it's all down to Sotvik.
Well, it's spun around. It didn't look good for forZe for a second, but they managed to capitalize on a bit of chaos on the A-bomb site. Still not over quite yet. There is, of course, that low HP member of zorte, so Shalfie's got to be very careful with how he plays this one. Ultimately going to do a lot of the heavy lifting. Flash comes around to give him some good control. Sotfik trying to find the timing here. He will get it onto the first. Beautiful stuff. There's not a lot of time left on the bomb. zorte doesn't really know what to do. Just going to pick up the AWP and have to give the round away. Oh, my goodness. Sotfik with the timing gets it done, and Spirit Academy grow their lead to 6.
This is getting dicey. forZe, they cannot compete. They don't know what's hit them just yet. I mean, hey, credit, absolute credit. Spirit Academy are not taking anything for granted right now. And this is exactly what you want to be seeing out of these youngsters. They've come in towards this game, and they are taking the fight right to one of the best teams coming out of the region. A major representative from the CIS region, too. It's crazy stuff. A credit to them, man. This is some cracking Counter-Strike.
Spam landing. Does a tiny bit of damage on towards Zontix, but nothing coming out of these early exchanges. This round feels like it could be for the game if Spirit are able to take it, especially if they take it cleanly. Make sure there's nobody saving. So we'll see. forZe playing passive, playing safe. They do not want to lose an early player, that is for sure.
You're damn right. It was long. Look at him. Nothing really being given up just yet. forZe with a slightly put together buy in and around that saved AWP. Hoping this one sticks. Crad, he's just there to play contact. That's it. Actually, right now, Spirit Academy haven't shown all too much. As I say that, forZe will find Shalfie. Okay, now this game already looking dicey. As long as Baz doesn't throw himself to the wayside, he does. Great reaction. And it doesn't clear him out. Crad and zorte combined. That little crossfire working well.
Yeah, simple bathroom setup. They were trying to contact in. They were hoping that maybe the long pressure would draw them away from the bathrooms, but just not the case at all. Still got a decent chance. Crad goes aggressive towards long, however, and nearly finds himself in trouble. zorte on the AWP, lands the flick on the jumping player. It will just be Art Frost. Got to find 3, and he ends up dying in his own Molotov. That's a bit embarrassing. All the same, forZe with an all-important round, managing to stay alive and putting Spirit on the back foot.
My God, this game. Still staying alive. There's still a fight here at the very least, which is good to see from forZe. There's not much left in this final map. To decide, it looks like it might have a little bit of life left about it. Of course, Spirit Academy, that's forced them into a bit of a janky buy. Sotfik, Hero AK. And then, well, that's really just about it. Few Glocks to work with. Dunking towards the Deagles. 24 kills and 15 deaths. This is just ridiculous.
Gonna try and make the Hero AK work. Sotfik contacting through in towards zorte, though. Yeah, not a chance, bro. Broken spray down for Resalt does result in a frag. Speaking of frags, in goes zorte's and he gets himself another. Will lose his head eventually. It's all down to Jerry and Shalfie in towards the side itself. They're keeping it competitive on the Spirit Academy side of things, but now it comes down to 2 players without armor, one of them being on 25 HP, no control towards the side itself, and Crad has got the cross covered. Easy pickup. And this would be incredible if Zontix pulls it off. Even if he gets one here, I will be pretty amazed, to be honest with you. Crad is chomping at the bit to go for the frag round. Spots him on the jump. And changes up position. Finds him on the spam as he spots his shadow out there. So, couple in a row for the forZe side of things, keeping themselves alive.
Hey, well, now this game definitely does get into the realms of... I mean, it still remains pretty spicy, but which way it's going to swing. It's not exactly a conclusion as of just yet. 4 rounds of difference, but like we mentioned, that was a pretty janky buy for Spirit Academy. Just that one saved AK, which also does leave Sotfik in towards a pretty rough buy here. They got a P250, so he's a bit of the util mule here. We're playing the support role. Flash is going to come over in towards short water. Who's coming in? And Donk's just so quick. He knew about it.
Still, Jerry will come away with a frag, keeping things even. Resalt with a re-smoke. They were going to go through that, but they opt against it. So Spirit Academy have got to change the game up, change their plan up. Where to go from here? It's going to be a boost, and not really gone for this boost all that much. Is there a head showing? Nade lands. I think they might have spotted them out. I think Resalt saw them just a second ago. Flash comes in so that Shalfie can go for the boost, but Zontix has read it. Big frag. And with a minute remaining, the man advantage falls to the feet of Spirit Academy.
That's monstrous. That really is. That's quick reactions. Zorta, though, he's rotating over. So already, still a world in which Zorta can catch them in transition. Quite a lot, though, hinging on these two players towards the site. Jerry and Resalt going to play as a little bit of a body system. Play together. Time's ticking, 30 seconds. Spirit Academy got to make a decision. It looks like they still want to crunch towards B.
Jerry, up close and personal. Flash comes round for him. He's able to find one. Not quite the second, though. Art Frost does well to trade it out. It's just down to Zorti on a flank. They might not expect him here, but all the same, it's going to be difficult for him to find his way back in towards the bomb site itself. He picks up the first. And maybe, just maybe, he has managed to find some sort of a way in, but he does not fancy his chances. Going to go for the save and take the AWP into the next round, but it gives Spirit 14.
Yeah, that's it. Well played. Well played indeed. Spirit Academy 2 rounds away. And that finish line is absolutely looming now. Zorta once again just saving that AWP. No other idea what to do with it. Just can't make his way in towards the site. Not worth giving it a go either as well. Still safe. Spirit Academy getting pretty damn close now. Also, the uncomfortable thing is that the buy for forZe around this AWP is always going to be uncomfortable. Jerry loves the Force. Does he go for it? The answer is yes. He's a fan of the Force, and he's going to give it a go. That's the call. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of this. It's a double MP9, double M4A1S alongside the saved AWP. It's a Hail Mary. If they don't find this, Spirit Academy find 15, and they go in towards what is potentially the final round. Well, with just nothing left in the bank in terms of economy to work with. It's now or never.
Yep. Yep, it really is. And they are trying everything, pulling out all the stops. They go for the triple boost out towards short, spotting the toes of Zontix, but not able to take him down. And that might be the difference maker in a round like this.
Well, let's see. Jerry. MP9 in this position is pretty good, but Art Frost, full blind as well, finding Crad. Another monstrous kill from him. He's making his impact really show in towards this one. Shalfie on the angle. Baz will find one. The flash will catch Shalfie. Now he's been spotted. That's to fall away. It takes a dink as well. It's all crumbling. It's falling apart one by one. They're dropping like flies here. Dominoes as they fall in succession. And nothing is sticking for forZe. This game, I think it's done, Scriv.
It certainly looks that way. Spirit Academy set to have an easy one in the next. And forZe were not able to turn up the heat on the CT side as we thought that they might do. Spirit Academy have put on a really good show on the T side. Brilliant stuff. Flawless round coming in just to add insult to injury. And now, set up, as you can see, as you mentioned, the money is really not there for forZe, so they are looking down and out on this one.
Yeah. This buy is not what you want to be seeing out of this side. It is a double, triple MP9 Zorta. In fact, it's just got a Deagle, man. This is what forZe have to work with to stay alive. It's horrible to say the least. And like we said, it was, it was do or die. It was now or never for them to make this one work in towards that previous round. It doesn't stick. They get blown out of the water. Just like that, I think it's done, man. 6-round deficit as well. He just asked a little bit too much of them to claw it back.
Crad and Zorte set up together as they have been many times before. What can they find? Crad gets one. Zorte on the deagle needs to help out, and he will. Yes! He's going to find a double. 4 versus 2. The long hit is direly unsuccessful. Shalfie, meanwhile, in an off angle, finds Baz, and it looks like forZe are set to stay alive with some weapons recovered to boot.
Stay alive. I mean, somehow, some way. And of course, in doing so, there's a chance. There still most definitely is a chance. There's going to be buys come through over towards Spirit Academy. If this one falls south, if forZe are able to chain 2 rounds in succession, oh, and then we're on to an interesting affair. Then that's the Spirit Academy economy gets broken, and the game does open up, and forZe's play to OT actually has some merit behind it. Flashing towards mid, above it, Crad, that's brilliant, so well played. And it's actually Sotfix Flash that catches Donk.
Yeah, a little weird over there, as Spirit Academy tried to go aggressive themselves, but just does not work out at all. We'll see how they play on the back foot now. forZe, though, are in prime position. They know it. They're going to go aggressive again, keep digging for information. They've been given a new lease on life after winning that previous round. Nice as all round. Morale at an all-time high. Resalt takes down 2, in fact. Sotfik on the entry does his job, but he just doesn't have anyone to join him at the moment. Oh, Crad sees him off. Just going to be Zontix. He kind of knows what's up. He knows that there's a couple players around, but it's not really looking too good. And this gets very scary now with no bomb plants. They've got no money available. It should be another round coming through from forZe. Less Zontix is able to take this one upside down. The HP bar doesn't really matter against the AWP. He just needs to land a crazy headshot, and he's not on the mark. Still, good damage at the tail end of things.
Yeah, you know, the old Silver Alliance. Like we said, that's an important round for forZe to take in terms of keeping their dream alive. Because look where we stand now. Money, minimal, over towards Spirit Academy. And there's just been a bit of an issue, actually, with a lot of the kind of the tier 2, in quotation mark, sides, where their inability to close out games. We saw it a little bit yesterday, in fact, and we're kind of seeing more of it here. Even over towards Nuke at times, it looked a little bit on the shaky side from Spirit Academy. Let's see. Art Frost opting for a no-buy for him so he can have money for that AWP as soon as possible. Big nade coming through. A lot of damage, in fact, as well.
Looking out towards long as they're just hoping to burst through, find an individual, maybe catch them isolated, try and overwhelm them. But going to be a difficult one, actually. Crad's got a really good angle to deal with a rush like this. I'll try for a small boost up on the flower bed, I think. Yep, they will. He takes some damage for that first one, so it does have to be a bit careful. Smoke comes in, keep them at bay. And just... yeah, don't take too many chances here. Don't want to go down. Don't want to give a silly kill away, I suppose.
That's the important one. Make sure it's not an issue by any means on the way out. Oh, speaking of, Jerry in behind. Triple boost here. Jerry puts it to bed very comfortably. Money in the bank for him as well, which is all well and good. forZe getting ever closer now to the all-elusive OT. Just the case and a question, of course, of can they make it work? Can they pull off the unthinkable? I mean, 6 rounds down to push it towards OT. Still, it will require them to overcome this full buyout from that of Spirit Academy. All thrusting towards the AWP. Galil for bars, but aside from that, it's AKs across the board.
Ooh, a lot of early damage coming in. I think trying to make their way through the Molotov is certainly an ill-advised kind of move, and it allows Crad to pick up the frag. He will go down quickly, but it's a lot of information gained for that kill. I suppose it is a nice trade-off for the one-for-one trade, and Spirit Academy unsure, yeah, of how deep they can go towards A, so they're actually going to bail and move back towards B instead.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Oh, big swing from Jerry. Super important kill as well. Zontix falling. That run towards OT, it's most definitely on. Now, I thought it was kind of unthinkable. This has now got something behind it. As Donk's got something up his sleeve. if anyone. It would be Donk, of course. If anyone was going to be the closer in this game, it would be this youngster. 29 kills, a 3K in this round, and a labor spray from Shelfie has given opportunities for Artfrost and Donk to combine, leaving Zorta all alone. All their hopes and dreams rely on the young Orpa.
Trying to find an angle is going to be really tough here. They're just playing nice and safe, not taking any chances, of course. You would in a situation like this. Donk is hidden away as well. Going to be very difficult to clear. Sorte does have somewhat of an idea, but just, you know, looking away, giving it up, and will go down 16-12, 2-1 in the end, and the upset victory coming in for Spirit Academy. Absolutely incredible stuff as they have played a stellar game of Counter-Strike there, to be honest with you. Nuke, the little mini comeback in the first half was absolutely fantastic. And then there on Overpass, I think, really surprising all of us.